It's Elaine May's birthday. Let's watch an Elaine May movie. Hey guys, welcome to Pillbox Movies. I'm Hank, and today we're going to be watching the 1976 gangster buddy gangster film, Mikey and Nicky. This film is directed by Elaine May, noted impresario of the film and theater world. She's part of the iconic duo alongside Mike Nichols. The two are well known for their improv duo act, before Nichols got his directing career off. And May, in her own right, did a couple of movies too, most notably The Heartbreak Kid, which also starred her daughter. Mikey and Nicky is about Nicky, John Cassavetes, an out of his luck gangster who falls on his childhood friend Mikey, played by Peter Falk, to help bail him out. I'm interested to see what May does with the material. So yeah, let's get to it and check out Mikey and Nicky. Happy 89th birthday, Miss May. 2019 Criterion release. I think this is the second cut in the film's history, the second recut in the film's history. Recuts are a bit of a contentious spot for me. Sometimes I feel when directors have too much power and privilege over their own work. Coppola and Spielberg and George Lucas come to mind. They can, kind of run amok with their own stuff, but in this case where studios actively tampered with the final cut, it's understandable that the work would be revisited after many years. Here's John Cassavetes, noted director in his own right, directed Opening Night, Shadows, Faces, and also starred in Rosemary's Baby. Also the father of Nick Cassavetes, who directed The Notebook.
I'm in trouble.
What's the problem? What's going on, Nicky? Already thrust back into a very specific era of New York filmmaking. Gritty, gloomy,
Don't come all the way with the taxi. Stop around 3 blocks.
Endlessly iconic. Watch this take place in Chicago and me biting my own fucking tongue. Peter Falk was also in a Cassavetes film, or maybe several, but I've only seen the one, Woman Under the Influence, which is great. Peter Falk. Ever seen Wings of Desire? Ever seen Columbo? It's an uncanny duo, I have to say. Whoever had the idea, specifically Elaine May, of pairing up John Cassavetes with Peter Falk, wonderful creative headspace. Wonderful eye for pairings.
Mikey.
Yeah, Nicky doesn't seem like he's in a great place right now.
What are you doing?
But maybe that just might be John Cassavetes' baseline. We love seeing a violent Falk. Just a wonderful contrast with the natural warmth he brings to his performances.
They're all coming now.
You gotta love the buddy movie. There's just a real beauty in watching the intricacies and dynamics, the subtle nuances of platonic friendship depicted on screen. It's just really friggin' raw.
You almost put my eye out with the bottle.
The other eye.
Scared. I know you. Oh boy. If I don't take care of myself and I sit still and I don't move, maybe they'll forget about me. When I want to move, I won't be able to move.
Lovely earthy quality that Cassavetes brings to his performances.
You're not going to die. You see the picture of Ed Lipsky in the paper? He's all shot up. His neck was broken. You see that? Try down.
Okay, so there's been a hit put out on Nicky, perhaps in retaliation, or he might just be suffering from schizoid delusions and paranoia.
His stomach?
Not gonna lie, I don't always love these kind of performances, but it's a wonderful contrast to kind of the fabricated, gritty realness we have in some of our Oscar bait performers these days.
Come on. Come you board, try yourself. Nick, I know you for 30 years. I cried. I'm scared. Chew it up and swallow it. All right, now give me the room key. I'm going down. I gotta get you some half and half.
10 minutes. When the hand hits 9:25, I'm going to be back.
It's really beautiful, kind of like playing on like the naturalism and the gameness of Peter Falk to like to submerge him in these roles, like in A Woman Under the Influence in this, where he has to play like a caretaker to like an extremely like troubled or disturbed partner, because he brings so much natural warmth and caring and concern to his performance that you could reasonably believe that he's somebody who like um, lives in the kind of like psychically fraught space with these partners, and like still is able to exhibit care and concern, as well as I don't know, a sense of realness.
Give me some milk and some cream in separate cartons to go.
Just got milk.
No cream?
Not to go.
For 15 coffees and give me a cream.
15 coffees?
That's right.
Wow, 15 coffees. All right, you got it, sir.
You give me that in 30 seconds.
I love that. That seems like something that was improvised. It seemed like Peter Falk like just like went with it. Peter Falk, who would have thought? He's like a cuddly Joe Pesci in Goodfellas. What a wonderful presentation. Imagine Joe Pesci in Goodfellas, but genuinely not psychopathic.
So how do you know there was a contract on it?
I know, told me.
What guy?
Hey, what difference does it make?
What do you mean, what difference does it make? Was it a doorman? Was it Frank Costello? Who was it?
What? Frank Costello? He's over in Boston. Is this taking place in Boston?
Listen, Nick, if they're really looking for you, then they're going to find you.
You said they weren't looking for me.
I'm saying if.
But you said you knew they were.
You said that they weren't looking for me.
I'm saying if.
I don't feel good.
Cassavetes, a man on fire. Hey, it's Ned Beatty. Beatty? Ned Beatty? Who you guys may have seen previously in Deliverance or Network. I'm sure he's been in some, like, you know, fun films too. Oh, just such a 70s tie. Is he a hitman? He's kind of like prowling like a hitman.
Initials are B and O, right? Okay. All right, I got second straight. All right. Second, Doug Navy.
Somebody did put the finger on Nicky.
Very little that goes out at night.
So this is meant to make you question your allegiances. It's meant to imply that Peter Falk was on the phone with Ned Beatty, and he's lying about trying to secure an airplane ticket. But who knows? Maybe it's a double cross, and he's actually been faithful the entire time. And this is like a kind of like a
You're not worth it.
gut check on the audience's allegiances. Yeah, traffic not looking so hot. Really shouldn't be drinking so much if you have an ulcer.
How's the kid?
Kid's big as a truck.
Yeah.
Beats up all the other kids in the nursery school.
Beats up.
It's not like a direct contrast or anything, but I'm just kind of setting it up for now that I kind of love the stillness of Falk's acting when he's allowed to be still, when he doesn't have to like butt off or up against Cassavetes all the time. And even at a baseline, Cassavetes is very, very kind of nervous and like has a head on a swivel.
Hot in here, huh?
Yeah. I gotta get out of here.
You'll wait. We have to run.
Wanna go to a movie? Feel sick to my stomach.
Was there a script for this movie?
No. Have 15 minutes of coming attractions. Got a candy counter that's open all night long.
I relate
It's
to
got
Peter
ice cream
Falk's
sandwiches, everything.
facial
The works.
expression there.
Okay. Let me call Annie first.
No, I don't think so.
You can tell her now.
Well, I'll think of something. I don't treat my wife the way you do. If I'm going to be late, I call.
Weird test that they're putting on each other.
You were sitting in that bar for 45 minutes. Never once thought about calling Annie. All of a sudden, you got to call Annie.
I got a terrific suggestion for you, Nick. I suggest you find somebody you can trust.
This is my fight.
Hey, Mike.
I didn't think of it.
I love these
How's that
decisions
for a
that Cassavetes that they're both making, but you know,
I had other things on my mind.
I'm just asking you.
just a byproduct of the film feeling so loose and like improvisational. Just him flicking food at Mikey, like it feels like such a refreshing departure from the highly manicured, overproduced feeling of like studio films these days. I like this. What is this song? Look at all these lit up bars. Nothing like that these days. Every bar is dark as shit.
All right, I'm calling.
Better to sexually assault people in.
You want gin and tonic, right? Hi, how are you? Is your name Mel?
What a coincidence. That's my name
My
too.
name is Mel.
Bye.
Bye.
That old black man.
Uh-oh, wrong thing to say.
I mean, we might be black, but we ain't dumb.
How come you're black?
Oh my god.
He's got somebody in the back.
Oh Jesus.
Come on, I'm not going to
Where you going?
Cassavetes causing all sorts of problems. It appears I don't need a silencer anymore. How does Ned Beatty like always get these weird assignments? Like
You're a lunatic. What are you trying to do?
he
Kill
gets
us?
just cast in like odd roles.
What difference does it make? If everyone in that place beat me up, wouldn't hurt as much as dying.
It's a good line.
Hey. You all right? Got a cigarette?
You're not supposed to smoke on these things.
You gonna stop me, this guy here?
Hey,
No smoking in the bus.
Hey, shut up, will you?
I'm going to tell the bus driver.
I'm gonna tell your mother.
Also blowing a cherry like Gina Rollins. Jana Rollins. Hey, I recognize that bus driver. Who the heck is that?
Some cottage, that's where my mother's buried. You were there, weren't you there when she was buried?
of course I was there. I stayed up with you for 2 weeks after she died.
Getting off.
What do you mean you're getting
Come on.
off? Where you going? Wait a minute.
We'll climb over. When do we ever use a gate to get into a cemetery?
Different philosophy of living in the city than I live.
You got until I count to 5 to get out the back door, then I'm taking off. 1.
Listen.
You want to fight? Come on, let me go. I'll fight you.
I'm not leaving this bus until you fight me.
Okay, but we don't get off through the front door.
Okay? You have my word on that.
This
As long as
is
you let that guy sit you
wonderful,
on
wonderful
first.
scene.
Come on, hold on there. Hold on.
Awful. Just a wild man.
I got you.
Need some more of this kind of crazy in my life.
Why is it ridiculous to visit a grave?
Well, you're already there.
It makes it nicer.
A grave is a grave. There's not a religion in the world that says a person's soul was buried with them in their grave.
I didn't know we were watching My Dinner with Andre.
Look, Nick, you want to visit your mother? Let's visit your mother because the conversation is stupid.
It isn't stupid, it's interesting if you're gonna die.
I really want to know if this script was like
Yeah, well,
fully
you are
written out or
someday.
improvised.
Look, Nick,
You're gonna die someday.
I'm not going to stand here at 1 o'clock in the morning and discuss what's going to happen to me when I die.
I always wonder, like, the filming in actual graveyards, like, I don't know. Sometimes it feels like in poor taste.
Hey,
Sometimes
Ma!
I don't
I'm
feel
gonna
like
hit
every
you.
scene that happens in a cemetery
Let him
needs to
wake
happen in a
somebody up.
cemetery.
Hey, Ma, where are you?
All right, I'm going.
Ma?
I'm going, Nick.
If anything happens to me, Mikey did it. Oh, you still here? I thought you left.
You son of a bitch! Take it back!
Okay,
This is
Ma,
descending
take
into
it back.
chaos.
You'll find- I'm not fooling around.
Listen, to me.
Friendship is a
This is a very big mark.
tenuous
And I'm sure you
thread.
agree.
The impulse to like test your boundaries of your friendships, to constantly like press and needle and cajole, you know, it's real and it happens on both sides.
Hey, Mike. You know what?
I do wonder if
Now that
people
I'm
with
here,
like,
I don't know what to do.
you know, a secure sense of ego don't like constantly attack and belittle and demean their friends as a means of like a purity test.
I was talking to my mother.
No, I don't see what you mean. No, I don't. What do you think?
Sandy
they're planning?
Meisner.
To shoot you in a movie house? If they were planning something, they wouldn't be in the theater.
I've like literally never seen Sanford Meisner
Warren,
on film.
Hey, what? I want to
He
see
sounds
it.
very much like a New Yorker. Sanford Meisner is like one of perhaps 2 or 3 of the most like widely recognized institutional acting teachers during like a formative period in the U.S.
Oh, make it right. Oh, Harry's on the phone.
You know I don't like that.
Yeah, that's right.
That's nice. What's his name?
Harry.
She's not asking you what he looks like. She's asking his name.
Haha, that's funny.
Please tell
What am I doing?
Do you read a lot?
No, I don't.
I'm talking to the lady.
I think this is supposed to come off a bit as a bit charming, but like,
Oh, stop.
dude, this guy sucks. Like needing to dominate every single conversation and interaction. Nicky is not the greatest.
Bullshit.
Just constantly feels the need to push boundaries and assert his dominance. Craven, paranoid asshole. The scene is overwhelming, and it's just like so uncomfortable in like all respects. Like Peter Falk just like having to like stand in the corner and be an awkward accessory to this very, very, very strange interaction. And like the way it like bounces back and forth from like voyeurism and exhibitionism. It's a lot happening in this very, very self-contained scene. Just like insane. Nicky is like not a good dude.
There's no one else here. Just you and me.
Jesus.
Tell me that you love me.
I love you,
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus Christ, it just keeps going. The scene is amazing. He just had to sit through his fucking friend fucking... Is this fat girl? Jesus. Out of nowhere. Nicky's just like fucking reprehensible. Just the gall on this man.
I wanted to warm you up a little bit for you.
Ew. It's just really fucking difficult to have people like this in your life. I've been trying to be like optimistic and like expound on like the good aspects of Nicky, as like his charisma and then his vulnerability, but this scene is just like fucking disgusting. Just a lot of flip-flopping in this scene between like sincerity and open manipulation. It's just a really fucking awful scene. Like brilliant, but just like makes you feel awful.
Mikey, she's a psycho.
Oh my god,
You
this
gotta tell her you love her.
it's like so cool and so strange because this scene has like nothing to do with anything else in the movie, but it's so trenchant in observing their specific relationship
You're like my family.
and
I
the
love you.
fucking awful way that they fuck with each other. They just like try and like fucking attack each other and demean each other through their friendship.
Now, here's your gun. Give me my watch. Give me my watch.
Oh, here's your watch. There's your watch.
I don't know how to say this, but like, don't have people like Nicky in your life. And I know it's just a weird thing to say because like if you don't, it's obvious that you shouldn't. And if you do, it seems like impossible to get out of it if you even want to or not. But like,
My father gave me this watch.
it's such a poisonous relationship. I can understand if you feel really obligated to them or beholden to them. I like, for your safety, I understand how intoxicating it may be to have them in your life. But
This is a joke.
for your own preservation, don't.
This is funny to you.
No.
I had the watch 20 years.
I hate how he abuses his own like vulnerability in order to manipulate people.
Really something
I
wrong.
hate that. There is something wrong with
Don't you
him.
have any notion of anything that goes on outside your own head? Don't you have any idea how people feel?
Seriously.
See, I don't want you to be my friend. Just when there's nobody else around.
Oh my god, I feel that so immensely. I like don't even have relationships like this, but like even if I don't have like close friends like this, there are, it's unavoidable that there are these people in your life.
Because I call you the Echo, right?
It's just like one of the meanest one of the meanest buddy movies I've ever seen. I hope like dudes watch this movie and like get something out of it. I hope they're just not like, look at these two idiots. You get that feeling sometimes. Like, if you watch a Scorsese movie, you get the feeling that some guys watching are like, oh man, what a bunch of fucking hoodlums. Like, I'm glad I don't have people like that in my life. Yes, you do. What a strange, strange movie on the part of May. It's just like really brilliant and peculiar and sincere. And I'm just like, I wish they made movies like this all the time.
My father's watch was busted. It's the only thing I got from my father. He threw it in the street and he busted it.
What do you
Just
do?
awful behavior. Because he could. Because he wanted to. Yeah.
Because he's crazy.
Let's go after the guy.
Yes? No. All right.
He's just like hot and he's cold. He's yes and he's no. He's in and he's out. He's up and he's down. Just like a true, true villain.
I know it.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Going back to Nellie? But why?
I know all the things that you say about me.
Ooh, chicken's coming home to roost.
I know all about it.
Dude, you're such a jerk. I hate you so much. Nicky, get out of here. I don't want you to die or anything, but please skip town and shit. And just get out of all these people's lives.
Hell, I don't know what's wrong with me.
You're like a consummate manipulator.
I just like to show off.
That him?
No.
We're just gonna keep doing this, huh?
By the time I pay my hotel, I'm gonna pay
You're
my
right.
fare here, I'm gonna pay my meals. I ain't gonna make anything on this.
If it didn't take you 45 minutes to drive downtown, you would have gotten him in the first bar.
I'm gonna tell it my way, huh? Because all I know is I spent an hour in both places. I never saw the guy.
Because you were late, man. Because you were late. It's fine, but it's because you were late.
Okay. So you both had problems.
Okay. So you both had problems.
He just
You know what I think? I think if I want to find this buddy of yours, I should stay on your ass.
let me tell me what you think, because I got a lot of respect for your mind.
You wanna?
You wanna drive him home?
Run.
You know, seeing this performance, this real performance by Sandy Meisner, it's kind of like watching Lee Strasberg in
His house. That nut could show up there.
in Godfather Part 2. Like, you kind of see the contrast between the teacher and their disciple, and the ways the student perhaps is a much better actor than the teacher. Watching Sandy Meisner in this, comparing him to Peter Falk, he's very, very, very arch.
It's very late.
It's very, like, making clear acting choices, and you can see him from a mile away.
You want me to stay outside his house now, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you can't stay out in front of my house.
What?
There's no parking there.
I'm sure he was a wonderful teacher.
You know, I'm sorry you don't like me.
Ah, come on.
And I'm sorry I make you nervous.
It's like The Sopranos before The Sopranos. Like, it's a gangster flick, but it's like it's really about men talking out their feelings with each other.
He only gave it to Izzy because Izzy was always asking to wear it.
Dude, you don't have to resent your dead brother and your father for this. You got to get this stuff out of your mind, man. Clutter.
But he liked Nick. And he liked Izzy.
This is getting weirdly
See, Nick kidded him a lot.
psychological.
Well, I'm sure he liked you too.
Hey, Mikey. Mikey, Annie?
He isn't home.
Annie, is that you? Did I wake you up, honey?
Nick, I'm not feeling very well, so why don't you come back tomorrow, okay?
Very important that I see Mikey.
Well,
Nicky, you're just this vortex. Ned, do your job.
Annie.
You're gonna watch a man die on your porch, Annie.
Run, schmuck.
Annie, I don't feel
Run,
good. Annie, I'm
schmuck.
sick.
Run.
Annie.
Run.
Annie.
You keep pressing these relationships You keep needing these people to save you.
Mikey, give me a doctor! You son of a bitch!
This is what relationships are like sometimes. Pushing a door, trying to keep somebody from barging into your house.
You bastard! You bastard! Mikey!
Oh my god. I just keep going back to that word, strange. It's just strange in the sense that it just chooses to go places that like no other film would. I like really loved how kind of anti-confrontational the climax of the movie ended up being. Like most movies in like a 3-act structure kind of way, you'd expect one of the protagonists to resolve their inner conflict and do that through an outward action. And this was like entirely avoided. Nicky just like completely avoids repairing his relationships or confronting his dear friend with the turmoil that he's presented in his life, and as a result he has to like bar the door from him entering and listen to him get murdered on his doorstep. It's, yeah, I guess I'd describe it as avoidant. This movie is like, in terms of its priorities, it's like wonderfully remiss in trying to develop plot in any sort of substantial way, and instead taking almost like random scenes, like little vignette scenes, and piecing together through them a very complex psychology and dynamic between two characters, and both of whom will never be able to fully articulate how much they hate each other. Really frightening movie, honestly. Yeah, that was Mikey and Nicky. If you enjoyed this, click the like button and subscribe to see more deeply unsettling movies that help you, that confront you with whether or not the relationships in your life are really healthy. And until next time, keep watching good movies.